you are discontinuing money, right? So that is demonetization. So when you are discontinuing the money, that is demonetization. So earlier, for example, you have a note of 100 rupees, right? And now I decided, like for example, you people are wearing a uniform, okay? And now I decided that from tomorrow onwards, I'll change your dress, right? Though you will be wearing a uniform, but I'll change the color, I'll change the pattern, everything, the design. So that is, I'm discontinuing your previous thing and I'm giving you the new thing. So that is with demonetization, money, this MONE is money, right? So discontinuing the money. So ma'am, what is demonetization? Demonetization was a new initiative taken by Government of India in 8 November 2016 to tackle the problem of corruption, black money, terrorism and circulation of fake currency in the economy. So why this was done? Because most of the people, they were, printing out the fake currency, right? And now what government decided that, okay, if this is a 500 rupees note, from tomorrow onwards, it will be like, we won't be using this 500 rupees. Government is going to issue the new currencies. Okay. So this was a problem. This is demonetization. Now, old currency notes like 500 and 1000 were no longer legal tender, like they were not legally acceptable, like they were just a piece of paper. And new currencies such as of demonetization, in the demonetization of rupees 500 and 2000 were launched. 1000 rupees was discontinued, 2000 and 500 rupees was changed, and a new currency was launched, which is 2000 rupees. Next, the public were advised to deposit the old currency note in the bank account till 31st December 2016. So on 8 November 2016, this was launched. Now, public was told that by till 31st December, they can deposit. Everyone have their money, right? Everyone have cash in their bank, like in their home. At least 30 to 40,000 they roughly have. So the government gave them a time that, okay, till 31st December, you can deposit your amount in the bank account. And next, then most of the people were unable to do so. So of course, it was extended to 31st March 2017 by RBI declaration. Now, next point, further to avoid breakdown and cash crunch, notes government has allowed exchange of 4,000 old currency to buy okay, old currency, the buy new currency per person per day. So what government said that in a particular day you can like change means in exchange of old currency you will get a new currency of only 4,000 rupees. And then further till on 12 December 2016, old currency notes were acceptable as legal tender at petrol pumps, government hospital, and for payment of government dues like taxes, power bills, etc. This is what was done. And this move received both appreciation and criticism. Like a few people said, okay, it is good, and few people criticized it as well. Okay. So Mariam, what we were doing in the previous class, can you please tell me? Mariam, can you please tell me? Just type it out, like from where we have to start. Do we have to start from this GST or like from where? Ma'am, effect of foreign. Okay, we did this. Investment, okay. This investment we did. We have to start from here. Critical evaluation. Okay, we have to start from here. This investment, right? Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So I hope Muhammad Ayan, you didn't write it, right?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So let's just start from here itself. So effect on foreign investment and foreign exchange, then there was a disinvestment. So disinvestment means every year the government fixes a target for disinvestment of PSUs. For instance, in 1991 to 1991, it was targeted to mobilize 2,500 crore through disinvestment. Okay, the government was able to mobilize rupees 3,040 crore more than the target. Okay, in 2014 and 15, the target was this, whereas the achievement was this. So this is what you can say. That is disinvestment like government decides a particular amount that okay, this is what you have to disinvest, and this is this is what you have to achieve. So this was the status. Okay, so you can write it down, disinvestment.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Hiba. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am. How are you?
I'm also good. Okay, I've just started. So we was we have to start from disinvestment, right? So you can write it down, disinvestment. Everyone is writing down. Then we'll quickly. Today we have to cover a lot many things. So be very quick.
Okay, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. So now the next thing is that a critical evolution. So basically what happened now, because of this disinvestment, people started critically evaluating like why disinvestment is being done like this. And okay. So critics point out that the asset of PSUs have been undervalued and sold to the private sector. So what they said, why government is selling their things to private sector? Because they are undervalued and nobody is going to purchase them. So that's why they are selling it to private sector. Next, Moreover, the proceeds from disinvestment were used to offset the shortage of government revenues rather than using it for the development of PSU and building social infrastructure in the country. So, moreover, what they said, disinvestment was not only was just to fulfill the shortage of government revenue and not for the building of not for the improving the status of PSU. So this is what critics do. So what you will write, hashtag critical evolution of disinvestment. Okay. And next, effect on price level. So rising price has been kept under control. So over this time, earlier the price was very high, but now it was under control. Okay. So now there are various things. There are reforms. This chapter is all about reform and fiscal policy, right? So of course there are a few positive points about reform and fiscal policies, and there are some negative points. So what are the positive points? Economic reform have placed limit on the growth of public expenditure, especially on social sector. So now what we got to know, because of this reform, government, remove subsidies, government even then give subsidies for the fertilizers. So basically what is happening, because of the economic reform, the it it somewhere applied or somewhere put the limit on the government expenditure. Second, the tax reduction in the form reform period aimed at yielding the larger revenue and cut tax evasion, right? So basically second was, because of tax rate was basically they reduce the tax rate. So because of this, government was getting large revenue, and earlier lots of people were not paying tax, but now because the tax rate was down, so they also started paying tax. So there was control over tax evasion. Next, the reform policies involving tariff reduction have curtailed the scope of raising revenue through custom duty. So now earlier through custom duty also people were raising the revenue, but now it curtailed it. Next, in order to attract foreign investment, tax incentive were provided to foreign investment, which further reduced the scope of raising. Just till right here, till here. That see, now everyone want to attract foreign investment. So for them, we were providing them the incentive and all that. So because of that, these were the positive point of fiscal reform. Now coming to the negative point, this is the negative point. The reform process have been widely criticized for not being able to address some of the basic problem facing our economy, especially in the area of employment, agriculture, industry, infrastructure development, and fiscal management. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first of all, what you will write? You will write critical evolution of disinvestment, first point, and from here, second point. Then hashtag effect on price level and hashtag reform and fiscal policy, positive points. One, second will be till here. Third will be the entire, and fourth will be here, and the negative points. Clear? Write it down.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, Mohammed Ayan, you are also done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, students. So now next topic is demonetization. Okay, so very important topic. Demonetization is basically, for example, if you are using the previous money, you will discontinue this and you will be using the new currency. We'll be issuing the new currency. Okay, so demonetization was a new initiative taken by Government of India in 8 November 2016 to tackle the problem of corruption, black money, terrorism, and fake currency circulation in the economy. Okay. Then next, old currency. See, there were few old currency that was being replaced by the new currency. So old currency notes of 500, 1000 were no longer legal tender. New currency notes in the demonetization of rupees 500 and 2000 were launched. So 1000 was totally demolished. 500 rupees note was introduced and 2000 rupees note was launched. Next, the public were advised to deposit old currency note in their bank till 31st December 2016. So government on 8 November 2016, government applied this rule that from tomorrow itself, old currency won't be legal. There will be no value for the old currency. They will be just a piece of paper. So everybody needs to have the new currency. But they gave a deadline that till 31st December 2016, everyone can deposit their old currency to the bank account, because see, not everyone is having, their amount in bank. They have some cash available with them as well. So government gave the deadline, but later on it also, just like they exceed the deadline, which is up to 31st March 2017 with the RBI declaration. Next, further to avoid the complete breakdown of cash crunch notes, government had allowed exchange of 4,000 old currency by the new currency per person per day. So what government did? Government said that okay, so for example, if I have 100 crore rupees, I want to exchange it. So it's not possible for the government to exchange 100 crore rupees in a day. And there are a lot many people. It's not about only one person. So government said that in one day, 4,000 rupees per person can be exchanged. And then further till 12 December 2016, old currency notes were acceptable and legal tender at petrol pump, government hospital, and payment for government dues like tax, power bill, etc. Okay, so it was like it was decided by the government that till to December 2016, you can use your old notes, right? At which place, petrol pump, government hospital, like this, government dues, all that, you can use this. So this is what demonetization was. So you'll write hashtag demonetization, make a box, and first point, second point, third point, fourth point, and the fifth point. Clear? Yes.
Done now.
Okay, Mohammedan, you are also done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Now we are going to do the positive impact. Okay, so first of all, what happened? It imposed tax compliance as a large number of people were bought in the tax embed. It is demonetization of the state decision to put a curb on black money, showing that tax evasion will no longer be tolerated. Okay, so what was the first thing that people were bought to tax embed? Earlier, people were not paying tax because now people started paying tax, and now this step, whatever step government took, it was basically a lesson for the people that anytime government can do anything, and therefore you should not in much be involved in black money and all that. Clear? So this is the first point, the positive impact. Second, the saving of an individual was analyzed into the formal finance system. Earlier, what people were doing, people were saving as an offline mode, right? They were saving their money in their homes itself. They were not depositing in the bank. But now, because of this, people were afraid that anytime government can introduce this, and we'll be like we have to face lot many issues, right? So now savings, now people decided that whatever amount they want to save, they'll be saving it with the bank. Next, demonetization could also help with tax administration in another way by shifting transaction out of cash economy into the formal payment system. Earlier people were reliable on cash. There was no online payment, there was no UPI, nothing. But now, after this, people shifted to the UPI, people shifted to the online payment. So these were the positive impact of demonetization in India. Clear? Not clear?
Clear, ma'am.
Okay. So you will write hashtag positive impact first till here, then second and third point. Be very quick, okay?
Done, ma'am.
Okay, Mohammed Ayan and Mariam done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the second point and the third point.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, Mohammed Ayan and Mariam done. Mohammed Ayan, you are also done. Okay. So now let's just start with the new, which is your GST. Okay, so ma'am, what is GST? First of all, you will write the heading GST, and then the Parliament passed the law Goods and Service Tax in 2016. So over for demonetization and GST, you can get 1 mark of question as well. First of all, from GST, you can get what is the full form of GST, and second, when it when government passed the law. So this was passed in 2016 to simplify and introduce a unified indirect tax system in India. This law came in effect from 1 July 2017. Why? To introduce a unified indirect tax in India, this GST was introduced. So you will write GST, make a box, and after this.